Smoke.
She is warm, son. She is warm. That's why I'm shirtless right now. It's been 36 degrees in London, Celsius, which is very hot for the UK. So I apologise for being shirtless, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is, I'm afraid. There's a fan behind me, you can see. But right, we're going to get straight into this. Part 3. That's 6. Part 3 of the tattoo technique talk. I thought I'd do another video because I've listened to your comments. I've read the comments. And yeah, let's do it again. I've got a slight list because I've got some braces in. So I apologise for that in advance. Please smash that like button. Please show this video some support. I appreciate that. Let's try and get 1,000 likes on this video and I'll do part 4. Whew, this is going to be a big one today. A big one. Okay, so as you can see in the that side, this side, as you can see on that side, we have Jason Ramos. That's who we're going to start with. Just throw his Instagram up. So Jason Ramos, I've stumbled across his videos. His Instagram's very good, and I'm pretty sure he speaks Spanish, which is why I can't understand him, which really sucks because I'd love to know what he's saying. So any of you that speak Spanish can translate, that'd be amazing. God, I'm sweating. Woo! It's 9 o'clock and it's still like 30 degrees outside. So yeah, so I'm gonna go into Jason Ramos's. So Jason Ramos's technique is a stippling technique. He uses this and gradually builds up the tones, the effect, the technique, to get a really smooth transition in his stipple effect, which you can see on this basketball here with the wings. And yeah, he's super good at doing this, like world class, really good artist for doing this. I'm pretty sure he uses a 3-round liner. I'm not sure if it's a 0.35 or a 0.30. I'm guessing it's a 0.30, but I think I've seen him say that he just uses a standard 0.35, which is quite impressive, to be honest. But when you go into his technique in a minute, you can see what he's doing. So yeah, here we go. This is his technique. You can see he just comes back. So with this technique, he just uses the backward swing of that technique. That was my virus software update. He just uses the backwards technique to put his stuff in, and when he's doing the thick lines, he'll do 2 lines like this and then fill it in. You'll see this now. It looks like he's using a 3. See how gentle he barely touches the skin. He just builds the layers up. It must take him ages. So you can see the thick lines around the basketball. He's like double lined it and then filled the lines in with a 3-round thing. Why is this so jumpy? Are we still good? Are we still good? We're still good. Okay, yeah, let me just go back real quick because there's some more videos. Here's another one. Here's another example. You can see it's very quick, but you can see he just uses the backwards. This is a 3-round liner. Now, is it a... He doesn't go into detail what 3-round liner it is. And I'm guessing that's for a reason. He would probably be using a 0.30 round liner, 3-round liner. He could also be using a 0.25, but I don't think he is. It is a bug pin though, I believe. I don't know what cartridges they are either, or what machine he's using. But look, again, if you layer it up, it looks like a 3-round liner there, because you can see if he's using a bug pin, the dots will be a lot finer. Now, in that you can clearly see the dots, you know. Let's go into another video. He uses coils. What's that? Is that FK irons? No. Here we go. Here's another one. Let's to go through this. He uses stencil stuff to apply his stencil. Yeah, that looks super fine. That does look super fine. It looks like a 0.30 or a 0.25. It's definitely a bug pin anyway for that one. I'm just going to be going through loads of different videos. Here we go. It's definitely fine. I would say you can see he only puts it, he doesn't use the pendulum, he only puts it in one direction as well, and then he'll probably go over and cross hatch it the other way as well. And then he'll just slow his hand speed down to put the hair in. You can see over the hair, he's just slowed his hand speed down just to get, you know, the real tight dots. So he'll move his hand consistently with speed to create the same distance between the dots. So if you go really fast, you'll have a larger distance between the dots. If you slow your hand speed down, he'll have a smaller distance between the dots. And if you slow it down even more, just before it starts to put lines in the skin, that's how you have the hair effect. And then he'll then just whip out like here. He'll whip out like here to put some shade in. He'll increase his hand speed again. But it's super nice, super effective as well. But like down here where you can see all these dots, he'll use quite a fast hand speed, and then just build up the layers here, not so much down here, and then just like, you know, fade it out, because this is super dark here, and then he'll just fade it out, and it's good. It's very good work. It is very, very, very good work. We're gonna carry on. We're gonna go down. He's got a good Instagram for this. Very, very, very good Instagram. Here we go. We've got Lighthouse. Again, if you look at his work, he'll be using one. He'll go on one of the. He won't on one of the strokes or techniques within the stroke. He won't go. He'll go. Do you know what I mean? He'll go. He won't go. He won't go back and then forward and then back. He'll just put it in once. Bang, bang, bang. So he's hitting it with same speed, same bang, 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 bang. See what I mean? And that's what he does. That looks like that one there. I'm gonna rewatch this video. That looks like a very, very tight. That looks like a 0.30. It looks like a 0.30. It does. I can't speak Spanish. I cannot speak Spanish. I'd love to know what machines he uses. I'm not sure. I think he uses Cheyenne. Good machines. Very good machines. That's too small, really. Let's do this one. Ooh, Charlie and Chocolate Factory. No, it's not. It's Alice in Wonderland. It's got a very fast technique, but look, you can see, and then he'll go back over the bits that he wants to darken up and just layer it up a bit more. But his hand speed stays very consistent, and that's how he gets his smooth work. See, in my opinion, for this type of tattoo, I don't like the stipple effect. It doesn't have any depth, in my opinion. Like, it's executed very well. You know, I take nothing away from Jason here, but it just looks flat to me. That it really does. You need a different to do something like this. It just looks like all one shade, and it lacks character. It lacks that realistic effect. I'm not really a fan, to be honest, but he's extreme. Like this work, unbelievable. Statue work's really good because you got the solid dark parts in this to really get the contrast down, whereas in this part you haven't really got solid contrasted bits to get the depth within the piece. Not really. So yeah, that's my take on that. Let's have a look at this one. This is him putting in white, I think. Oh no, it's not. Please smash that like button. Please subscribe if you're new. We are 136,000. It's right in front of me. 136,000 subs. It's amazing. That'd be amazing to get to 150,000. You can see, look, his technique to do thick lines. He'll double line it and then just, that's really nice. See, that is nice. Wow, that's lovely. That's lovely. You can see he does a lot of roses. With these thick lines around here, he'll line the inner line and then he'll go back over it and try and keep the same distance throughout the other line and just follow the line he's already done around the rose, and then he'll just fill it in like that. He'll just use it, he'll go side to side, or he'll go like that. As long as it's solid, it doesn't really matter. But he'll then fill it with a 3-round liner, and then all this will just be stipple effect, building the layers up to get a darker tone. And then he'll just put white in the bits, you know, just to accentuate, is that the word? Make it pop. Just gonna go back into that. You can see as he's just stenciling on. Now what he's doing there, he's marking, look, he's marking where he wants it on the arm, where he thinks it flows best on the arm, and he's just marked it out. So when he sticks the stencil on, he can then put the stencil paper back, the stencil stuff on, he can then put the stencil paper back into the place he's marked, just so he knows it's exactly where he wants it. That's him doing it now, lining those lines up. Sometimes it doesn't, you know, work. You know, you're a tiny bit off, but if you're in that same ballpark, it doesn't really matter. Here you go. So look, you can see he's just building it up, building up those lines. And again, one direction, building the layers up one direction. It's a really nice tattoo, that. Top class. Top class. Let's have a look at this. Now, you know what? Let's have a look at... I'm going to do one more on Jason, because I've been here for nearly 15 minutes now. And we've got some more people to do, ladies and gentlemen. This is really nice. Wow. Oh, look at this. This is on fake skin. Woo! You're a beast. I remember seeing it, actually. Again on fake skin. You're a beast. Jason, you're a beast. Again on fake skin. Beast. Here we go. Real nice. That is a very, very tight 3-round liner. That looks like a 0.30 there. It does. I like this. I like this. Again, for me, it lacks a bit of depth. I don't know if it's because of the style, but to me, it lacks depth. But it's very good. Stippling wise, it's very good. But I just don't think realistic faces, I don't think it really works with this style. I love this. This is sick. It's going to heal amazing, by the way, this type of tattooing heals the best, in my opinion. It's really nice. Really nice. So, yeah. Let's just go over this one real quick. This, see how tiny this even looks like a 0.25 now. And this line here, really, really fine. That looks like a 0.25. It looks super 3-round liner, but 0.25 gauge. That's a 8 gauge or a 10 gauge, which is 0.30 millimeter. Nice. See, this is a really good style. I love that kind of stuff. Roses, filigree, statues, amazing. A bit like Lil B. So yeah, that's that one. That's Jason Ramos, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see more of Jason Ramos, smash it in the comment section. Smash that like button. If we get to 1,000 likes, I'll do him again. I'll stick him in the next one. Right, let's move on to, this is Ben Tats now. We've got Ben Tats. He's another one that I really enjoy watching. He does a lot of micro portraits as well. For this, I'm pretty sure he won't use anything above a 3-round liner 0.30. So he will use a bug pin for this style of work. Love his style of work. Really, really nice. Takes his time, but yeah, it's This work is dope. Dope. Very, very small. He will use also a very small mag just to smooth it out. After he's laid down the stippling, he'll do real tight dots. He'll use a 3-round liner, 0.30, just to get down, you know, the initial ego. You can see him doing this now, the initial shade, and then he'll go over here, look, with a really, really small curve mag, which looks like a 7 curve mag. Again, bug pin, everything bug pin. These real tight lines might even be a 0.25 round liner. Again, with here, these real small tight lines in the lips might be a 0.25. You can see he'll then smooth bits out that he wants to saturate a bit more, that the 3-round liner can't saturate. Something Jason Ramos doesn't do. He won't really use a curve mag to saturate and get that depth. He'll just rely on that, on his technique. Now this is a lot more of a realistic approach, using the stippling effect accompanied with you know, sticking a curve mag saturation over that. Let's go back into this. Here you go, look, you can see he's probably using a 9 curve mag maybe. Again, he's only coming back on the backstroke, which is a super soft technique. David Vega does that as well. He'll only use the backstroke of his machine. He won't push forward. He'll just bring it back, and that's a really good smooth technique to do. Super nice. But again, all this he would have put in with a 3-round liner, 0.25 or 0.30. Let's go into here. Again, we can see here he's using a curve mag, very small one. You can see he's using that perfectly because all the dots are uniform. He's got the perfect hand speed to machine speed ratio, and that's what you should get. Very uniform dots, and that's where you get the smoothest shade. But all these lines in here, all these directional lines will be with a I would say a liner. Let's have a look, see if we got some more. Yeah, so he does a lot of micro portraits, micro work. It's what I call a people pleasing tattoo, especially stuff like this. You know, it's really nice for Instagram, really nice, you know, smooth kind of stuff for the people. This is him putting in some white highlights. He will use white as well to really make that 3D effect pop. He'll probably put some in the nose, above the lips, etc., in the eyes, eyelids. That's what he's just doing there, just to make it pop. Again, in the Frida, that's super nice. You can see how small that is. Look at his thumb. Look at the size of his thumb compared to Frida's face. It's very small. It takes a lot of patience to do this. Here you go. This is a really good technique. So look, on the back street. This is him going backwards. This is bang, bang, bang. There's a common thing in this video. They just do it on the back stroke. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And that's how they layer it up. They layer that up. And then they'll go cross-hatch to layer it up. And then after that, maybe in this part, he would have got a really small curve mag and just with the same shade, just gone over it a few times just to create some stuff in there, you know, some nice saturation, get it solid. Something a liner doesn't do. This is a bit of a bigger needle. This looks like an 11 curve mag. It could even be a 15. Nah, it's not a 15, it's probably an 11. That's a baby biggie. He's just using the side. You can see he's using the side of the mag just to create a bit more of a texture on his chest. Just to slowly put that in. See how fine that needle is? It's definitely not a standard. It's not a standard. 0.25. That looks quite standard. So 0.25 or 0.30. Really nice. If you can see what I'm seeing, he won't. When he's doing a part, he won't have the mag flat. He'll have it at an angle. So say if I'm doing, it's hard to explain this, but say if I'm doing this, right, and I want to saturate or smooth a part of this, he won't do it flat like this. He'll turn it to the side a tiny bit like that. So he won't have it flat. Say if he needed to shade this like this, he won't do it flat. He'll turn it to the side a tiny bit. Not all the way like that, because you'll just create a line in the skin. But it'll turn it a tiny bit, like a 45-degree angle. And you'll see this here. Oh, I've got 3. Here you go. See that? It's very slight, but it's true. It's true. See? It's just turn a tiny bit. Let's have a look at this one.
You baby.
Hey. Wait up. Let's go zoom into this one. I don't even think he was touching his skin there, was he? Let's have a look. Oh, it was, yeah, he's doing this part here, I think. Yeah, he's just doing this bit. Or was it there? Was it that one? Oh no, he's doing this bit. No, he couldn't have done that bit. I don't know. Whatever bit he was doing, you can see, again, it's very slow motion though. You can't really tell what he's doing. This is all my guesswork, by the way. It's not what they're actually doing. It's what I'm guessing they're doing. But I have got quite a good knowledge on techniques and equipment, etc. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely, boys and girls. Bloody lovely. But again, he uses quadrant needles and Cheyenne needles. I wouldn't be using Cheyenne needles for my line work. That is a fact. Not a fan of Cheyenne needles for line work. God no. God no. Let's try and find one more video for you boys and girls. I'm so hot. This fan ain't doing nothing. Nothing. That's really nice, that. Oof, look at that. Oof. See, I love the contrast in the hair and the face. It's very nice. Look at this. See where he's just left that skin tone? Yeah, boy. That heel, amazing, that. That heel, really nice. Well done, Ben. One more? We ain't got one more? We ain't got one more. Look, if we go up to the secret place, we go up to the reels. Here we go, boys. Here we bloody go, boys. See what I mean? Look, can you see? He's just slightly turned it to the side. Only slight. That just eliminates some needle marks. He's using a quadrant mag. But you can see that. You can see that. You can see it. I can see it. Hopefully you can see it. We've got some Drake action here. Again, look, he's doing this part, but he's going up at an angle. He's just doing these cheeks, just dragging that back end. He's just using that corner of the mag there, really. Just to drag that through, just to make it real nice and smooth. He's used a tiny part. He's used all these little bits here. He's used a 3 round, 0.30 maybe, 0.25, just to dot them in, real nice and neat. He's probably used a 0.25 in the eyebrows, real small, nice lines, black, solid black. All this will be 0.25 3-round liner. All these little needle marks, and then he'll go in and do white parts here. So he's put these white lines in here, white dots here, white dots here. He's put some white, solid white in there, white dots here, but layered them up to make them quite solid, just to really make it 3D, you know. And he's done small dots here, just a bit further apart, just to make it look like I do that a lot in my work, just to make it look like it's like a pore effect in the skin. Again, look, he's not used it flat. I know this is just a boomerang thing, but he's not used it flat. He's slightly turned his mag to the side, just at an angle, a 40 to 45 degree angle. It just makes it a bit smoother. I was taught that as well in my last studio I was at by Glenn Carlos, who's a very good tattooist himself as well. But yeah, there we go. Hopefully that spread some light on Ben. Ben's a very good tattooist. If you like his style, it's very fine line art, arty kind of style, and micro portraits, very small detailed stuff. You'll have to use small detailed needles to achieve that. So yeah, let's move on to the last artist. This is going to be a long video. Last artist now. We have Fred Tattoo. Fred Tattoo for you boys and girls. This is his Instagram. Fred Wayne Thomas, if that's his real name. He's a very funny guy. He's a good tattooist. Good tattooist. And he's got quite an interesting style actually. His stuff is very good, but it's not super smooth, and I'll tell you why. You can see in this video really. It is smooth, but it's not like Ryan Evans smooth, you know. He's got a very fast hand speed. You can see that here. He's got a very fast, aggressive hand speed. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks fucking sick, but I think in real life it won't look really smooth. You'll see a lot of needle marks and stuff in his work, but he's put all the tones in the right place. His gradients between light and dark, you know, his blends and stuff between the two, super nice. And to get the, you know, the details around the horns and stuff in, you know, it's very good. Even the wood effect on here, really nice. Skull, you know, sick. It's good work. It's very good work. But he has got a very fast hand speed. It's so funny. But yeah, I mean, you can see here he uses, it's very hard to explain, he uses solid black for the details. You can see here, solid black. It looks quite scratchy. It's not super smooth and defined. You can see in here, he's put tones exactly where they need to be, but it's not like Ryan Evans smooth, you know what I mean? Which is, and if you don't know who Ryan Evans is he's probably one of the world's best for me at black and grey. But then he'll put like black details in, and then he'll go over with a mag and smooth it in and just make it look sick. And it does look sick. It does look sick. But healed as well, it's gonna look amazing. He's a very funny guy. A very funny guy. This is amazing. This is good. Hell yeah, get it, Fred. Get it, Fred. Fred! That's nice, that. So again, Fred will rely on a lot of white in his work to make it pop, especially in like animals and stuff like that. You can see, but the white will just really pop it out. It really will. And his tone of ink as well is really nice. I don't know what ink he uses. or what machine he uses actually. But whatever he does use, he's good at using color as well. I do rate his color. For color, you have to pack it in. This is very smooth. This is very smooth, Fred. It's very nice. Very nice. I rate this. I rate this a lot. It's very good. It's very good. Again, look, see how this heals. Heals really nice. Heals very good. When it's first done, it does look quite red and stuff like that, but when it heals, super, super, super nice. I can hear something in the background. Look at that. Look how that's healed. Woo! His tones, how he picks his tones out, really, really does make his work super, super, super nice. Again, here with the white stick, you can see the white in there. You can just start to see the mag lines up here. That's because he's moving his machine quite quick, and his machine isn't fast enough to keep up with how fast his hand's moving, which will then start to jump the machine needle and just put in mag lines. I mean, it's not the end of the world because normally it heals quite nice. It's just when it's first done, it can look a bit choppy, but when it heals, like you see, Fred does put healed work up. Not a lot of artists do put healed work up, but if you're confident how you tattoo and stuff like that, you'll see many artists that will put healed work up, you know, have got a good technique because it's healed really nice. And Fred has a very good technique, but it is very fast. It's very similar to mine. Very, very, very similar to mine. He gets a lot of contrast in there, so the blacks he uses are very, very black. It would be quite difficult to work with, to be honest. Look at this. You can see the before and after. That's astonishing. That's really nice. The amount of detail he gets in his work is very, very, very good. Very good. Because he uses a lot of you know, liners, a lot of the side of the mags and stuff to get the hair in like this. This is what he's doing here, using the side of the mag to get the hair in. It's very it's very good. It is very good. And look, you can see how well this is healed in a minute. Here we go. This is a healed one. Oh no, that's the other one. He uses a Bishop 1 shader. That's what he uses. An amazing machine. I think I'm going to be switching back to that one, to be honest. This is again very nice. Let's go straight up into this one. I'm going to be critiquing this. You can see. Can you see what I'm saying about how he uses real small little details to get the details he wants in? And then he'll go over with a mag and just smooth it all out. Can you see that? It's like all in here. I mean, to me, up close, it looks quite. It's good, but he's put tones in where it needs to be. But like all this in here, he's lined it and stuff. Whereas a lot of people, well, I wouldn't have lined that. Maybe I would have. I mean, I might have done. Depends on the reference. You can see the reference next to that, but it's still very smooth. But it's not as smooth as Ryan Evans. He makes it look super, super, super smooth. But again, it's not a bad thing that it's not super smooth, because his style works for him, and it does make it look a bit more detailed. You can see that in the eye. And again, for this, see, look, this here. Can you see he's put a dark line in his work here, but that's not a dark line to me. I wouldn't have done that myself, but he's done that. See that dark line? That for me, that's not there. That's just me being super, super critical. I'd have probably darkened this bit up more than that, but is what it is. Not the end of the world. I would have darkened this bit as well, and this made it a bit more neater. But it's just stuff like that I see in my own work when I critique it as well. But I mean, it's a super nice tattoo. And from a distance, when you look at it like that, it looks insane, doesn't it? You know, looks insane because you see the detail, you see where he's left bits, you see where he's put the lines in, and he's relied on contrast, even if it isn't in there, in the reference. He's relied on the contrast to really make it pop out, and it works for him. It really does work for him. And Fred, you know, he's got fucking 500,000 followers, for God's sake. So, you know, he's a very well liked artist, and I do love his style. I personally think, look at this. This is insane. Let's zoom right into this. It looks like to me that he has used a bit of an opaque grey in there. Can you see that? It's a bit grey, it's a bit bluey. But again, look, he's lined this out. And I'm not a fan of that myself, but you know, it is what it is. Because whenever I see a line like that, I'll have to now black that in just to make sure it looks a bit more realistic. Like this, how he's done here, he's got a black line here, but he's blacked this out so you can't see the line. Do you know what I mean? But again, you know, when you look closely at something like this, you start to pick it out and you can see things and stuff like that. But it's a very good tattoo. And then when you go back, because it's so contrasted, it looks amazing. It really does. It's very hard to do stuff like this, animals like this. But yeah, that's very good. This is very good. I think his style really does work well for animals because of how much detail there is and how much black sort of little segments there are in there. And then he can go in with the white and stuff, and you know, make the real smooth transitions with this. And look at that, it's amazing. It's amazing. 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10, Fred. 10 out of 10. But he puts the right shade of and right tone in the right place, and that is half the battle. It's half the battle. Yeah, that's very good, isn't it? Look at that. Again, he's using a bishop shader, I think. One shader. He'll have a very fast hand speed, but it'll get so much detail in his work. It just stands out so much. You know what I mean? It's very good work. Very good work, Fred. And he does use a lot of white again to make it stand out even more, to really, really pop it out into parts. And he puts white in really well as well. Right, okay, guys. I want to conclude it there. It's very hot here in the UK, like I said earlier. I'm going to try and get a shower. Please smash a like on this video. 1,000 likes, I'll drop another one. Keep telling me who you want me to go into detail with, and I will do that. I might check out Lil B. He's really secretive with his work. I studied him to get down the stippling technique that I use in my work. That's who I learnt off. So I'll try and dig out the videos that I used and speak about them. This is going to be a long video, this week, but it's a good learning video. Like, I'm now really motivated to go in and tattoo because I've just seen some amazing artists do their thing, and that's what it's all about. It's finding it's finding motivation and determination to get better and try new things, and that's what tattooing is all about. It's about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone in order to reach that next step. So yeah, please smash that like button. Thank you so much for the support, as always, guys. Never thought I'd be in the 136,000s right now, but we've made it. We've built a really nice community, and I'm really proud of the channel that we've got going on so far. Yeah, I'm going to be dropping 2 videos a week from now on, so one of those will be a live video. And if you do want to jump on my course, I talk about everything in depth. Techniques, how to get clients, how to take pictures of your work, what pictures to use, whether or not you should post things up or not, how to gain clientele, how to promote yourself, all that. Plus, I've got live seminars on my Instagram. Once you've bought the course, you can then head over and use all the stuff you've learned on the course and follow along with live seminars with stencils you can download, everything. I got it all. Yeah, just give me a DM on Instagram. You can see that just here. That was hard work. Just here, smash that Instagram. I want to try and get to 100k followers. That'd be amazing if you could do that. 100k, and DM me on Instagram, and I'll give you all the details for the course and stuff like that. And just say hello. It's nice to talk to people. It's nice to say hello to people. Drop me a message. I look through my DMs every night and try and get back to as many of you as possible. If you need help, etc., let me know. Yeah, peace out, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.